The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
If you've got an iPhone or Android phone, make sure to get the Stitcher Smart Radio app. Use promo code DAVID. You'll automatically have the David Pakman Show put in your list of favorite shows, which is good for us, and you'll be entered to win $100. So it's a win all around. You can also sign up at stitcher.com/David Pakman Show. You know, Lewis, the last few days I've been locally here on WHMP, which is an AM talk station, an affiliate of the David Pakman Show. I've been filling in on one of the morning shows. And a question that came up the other day as a result of a discussion among some local politicians about whether to increase the civil penalty, the ticket you get for having in your possession marijuana, brought up a question of some argue that it's very easy to have access to harder drugs, and some argue that it is actually not that easy. So my question was, I started thinking, let's say you gave me 90 minutes to obtain crystal meth, okay? 90 minutes, not a week. I can't go to the Midwest and get it from there. But here in Massachusetts, 90 minutes, could I do it? I'm not completely sure that I could. I mean, if I said to you, I mean, I know you know some different people than I do, and I can think of a few, but in 90 minutes, would you be able to produce a delivery of crystal meth?
I think so.
In 90 minutes, you would know who to call?
Yeah.
See, I don't know who to call. I really don't know. I guess if I had to just try to figure something out, I guess I would call someone that was involved, that I assumed was involved with marijuana sales in high school, and see if they know someone. I mean, that would be my thing. I don't really know even who I would call. Yeah,
that would be the first logical thing to do.
Is that's where you would go? You probably have someone specific in mind.
Yeah, a few people. I think I could get pretty much anything in 90 minutes.
Wow, look at Lewis go. Well, Natan has thoughts on this too.
No, all I was going to say is that, you know, with the law of 2 degrees of separation, you could just call Lewis and ask him who to call, and you could get it in 90, you know, whatever time it takes him plus a minute to call Lewis.
Right. Well, now that it's been revealed that Lewis can get it so easily, I guess I could get it easily also. So
right.
I tell you, you've got 60 minutes to produce heroin, and you could do it.
Maybe.
Right.
I mean, it could take me a while to contact the people I need to contact, but I know who they are, and I know how to get a hold of them.
These aren't necessarily the most reputable people. So Lewis is saying they may not always pick up their phone. Email may not be the best way to get a hold of these people. They might not have their BlackBerries connected with their Gmail account. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
So it's unclear whether you'd be able to get a hold of them.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's interesting. I wonder what the average person would say about that. In other words, if you ask just your average, I don't know, auto mechanic, would you know who to get crystal meth from, bearing in mind that it is not one of the more popular drugs here in the Northeast, although increasingly so in some areas, would you know who to call? Do you think the average person would have a plan if you said, listen, if you can do this, there's money in it for you. If it was a police investigation, you weren't breaking the law. It was just, we're doing it. We're trying to figure out how easy it is for you to get crystal meth. What would you think the average person could do it? I mean, you work in a very specialized situation where you have access.
I would say probably not.
You think most people would not?
No.
Well, I would throw it out to the audience. Let me know what your thoughts on this are. I guess now, before speaking to Lewis, I really thought that it was going to be a more difficult thing, but now that I know Lewis has access to everything, I guess it changes my view.
Yeah.